We know that praying God's word back to Him is very powerful, because then you know you're praying in God's will, according to His will, when you're praying actual Bible verses. Well, when it comes to praying for your husband, on behalf of your husband, I wanted to offer 3 verses that I think would be super powerful, like the most important verses to pray on behalf of your husband. And what I like to do is insert my husband's name into that verse so that I'm praying this on behalf of my husband, using my husband's name, praying God's word back to God. Here are 3 verses I'd like to suggest that you pray for your husband. And I tell you, when you know you're praying in line with God's will and you're praying His word back to Him, wow, expect your husband to be transformed, expect your marriage to be transformed, expect your family to be transformed. Pretty exciting stuff. So here are the 3 verses: Ephesians 3, 17 through 19, Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6, and James 4, verses 7 and 8. And I'll just give you an example of what this sounds like when you insert your husband's name. My husband's name is Raul, and I'll insert his name. Ephesians 3. I pray that Jesus would come and dwell in Raul's heart by faith, and that Raul, being rooted and established in love, may have power together with all the saints to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and that Raul would know this love that surpasses knowledge, and that Raul would be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God. Whew! That's a prayer asking God to just fill your husband with the knowledge of God's love for him. Ooh, and from that place, your man is so secure that he can kind of step up in courage to do amazing things. Okay, Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. This is what it would sound like. I pray that you would work in Raul's heart so that he would trust in the Lord with all his heart and lean not on his own understanding. In all his ways, I pray that Raul would acknowledge you, Lord, so that you make his path straight. And then James 4, verses 7 and 8. I pray that you convict Raul of the need to fully submit himself to you, God. And I pray that you would show Raul how to resist the devil so that the devil flees from Raul. Ooh, super important, right? That God would stir your husband's heart to fully submit himself to God, and that God would show your husband how to resist the devil so that the devil flees from him. Super powerful. 3 verses, 3 key things to pray on behalf of your husband, and then watch God go to work.